Johnson.
Have you ever noticed how life seems like running? We're running to work. We're running from work. We're running to appointments. We're running from conversations. We're running to success. We are running from rejection. So much of our life, we are told to stand up, sit down, walk more, drink more, get more rest. All of this, living our life by an object on the side of our wrist. I want to ask you a question. Now, it may not come at first, but if you let it set in, it might just follow you home. What are you running towards? And possibly, what might you be running from? Now, I want to bring up three runners. One ran for a goal, one ran for a purpose, and one ran for no particular reason. Our first runner. In 1954, Roger Bannister set out to reach a goal. Was racing to meet the 4-minute mile. He had a goal in mind. He had drawn a line in the sand. And once Roger had beat this goal, he not only beat the record, beating the 4-minute mile, he also broke permission. And that's important, because once he broke permission, he understood it now became apparent that others could meet this goal, and others followed suit. And this goal has now become a benchmark. Now, Roger Bannister, he saw this as a wall, but it wasn't a wall. It was an agreement that said, this might be too hard. This might not be something you can do. This might be something that people like him just can't do. And that's important. It wasn't the wall, it was the agreement. You may have a 4-minute mile, someone in this room. You may have something that someone has told you you just can't do. You may have a friend, a family, someone who hasn't found inner peace, someone who hasn't found what they like to do. Our second runner, Terry Fox. In 1980, Terry Fox was diagnosed with cancer. Cancer had taken one of his legs. Terry ran for a cause. This cause was to bring awareness, and he understood that his wound was not for pain, but it became a witness. He was running for children in hospitals. He was running for family waiting on test results. He was running for those that could not fight. Now, Terry could have chose to stay home. Terry could have chose to just get by. But Terry didn't. Terry went out and ran, and that is cause. Terry turned his wound into a witness. Now, you may be running. You may have experienced something in your life that has turned your event into service. Maybe you survived something that wasn't meant to be survived, and maybe you can now translate that into something that could help someone else. Now, our third runner is Forrest Gump. I know. We went from a historical runner to a heroic runner to a fictional character that found himself in many of American historical events. But stay with me, because Forrest matters. Forrest matters because he ran. Now, in the movie, it depicts him sitting on his front porch. Forrest had been through heartbreak, he'd been through confusion, he'd lost friends, he'd been through war. All of that met him on the front porch that day. And I believe that it got too loud, in which case Forrest got up and started running. Many people asked him, "Why are you doing this?" He just said he felt like running. That was because the voices on that porch that day, they got too loud. And that no particular reason, that was him running away from his voices. Now that's what's important to me, is that Forrest not only ran, that he stopped. I stopped as well. Now, I'm no collegiate runner. I have not participated in any sanctioned events. I don't have trophies on my wall. And if you see me running today, it's most likely something is chasing me. Because I too found myself running. I ran from a career. I ran from success. I ran from relationships. I ran to bigger markets. I ran to everything that I could see that would be possible in my life. And it wasn't until I stopped, until I came to the point of solid realization. And let me tell you, that is not easy. When you spend about a year in complete solitude, you're not running from anything anymore. You are now being surrounded by everything that you were trying to avoid. And that also matters, because when you find yourself in that place, that is when the healing begins. That is when growth begins. That is when you will stop running, become still with yourself, and start running in the direction of not only your dreams, but to follow your destiny, finding your soul's purpose.